Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving into the 2025 global wealth data.
And right off the bat, there's something you have to get your head around.
The population math, right. I mean, it seems a little weird. You see 8.2 billion people in the world.
But an economic chart, it only counts, what is it, 5.4 to 5.8 billion adults? They're the autonomous economic units we track.
Right. And while the headline number, that 4.6% growth in household wealth, sounds pretty good.
It hides a really a deeply fractured reality just beneath the surface.
Fractured seems like an understatement. How can the growth be 4.6%, but the central findings still feel so grim?
Because the pyramid endures. I mean, look at the very top. You have this tiny elite, just 1.6% of adults.
And they control it. What?
Almost half. 48.1% of all global assets. That concentration, it just defines the entire system.
So let's go to the other end of that pyramid, the base. We're talking about, what, 1.55 billion adults?
Yeah, the bottom 40%, all with a net worth under $10,000.
And when you picture that group, you imagine subsistence living, right?
That's the traditional archetype, sure. The developing world subsistence class. Their wealth is often non-financial, livestock, a bit of land.
Yeah.
But this is where it gets really interesting.
You mean their statistical neighbors? The people in the exact same
The
bracket?
developed world debtor class.
Hold on. So a high-earning professional in, say, New York with massive student loans.
And a mortgage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If their liabilities are more than their assets, their net worth is negative.
And that puts them statistically in the same group as a subsistence farmer.
That's the debt paradox right there. And what makes it so tough is that the old engine for getting out convergence, where poorer countries catch up,
It's not working anymore.
it's stalled. It has been pretty much flatlined since 2017. The escape route is jammed.
So if the bottom is stuck, who is making it out? This takes us to the apex and how it's changing.
Well, what's fascinating is the evolution of the millionaire. We're seeing the rise of what's being called the millionaire, the everyday millionaire. So 52 million people globally, with between $1 and $5 million in assets.
And this isn't C-suite salary money?
Not primarily. No, it's the slow and steady stuff. It's real estate appreciating over 30 years. It's retirement accounts, just compounding.
And how you invest that money is everything, especially in that upper middle tier, the 100K to a million group. There's a huge split there.
A huge one. In the U.S., you have what you could call smart savers. They put about 67% of new savings into equities. Stocks, ETFs.
Okay, so they're putting their money to work.
Exactly. Now compare that to European hard savers. They save a lot, but most of it goes into low-yield bank deposits.
It's like putting cash into the mattress.
Pretty much. And that strategy means their asset growth lags by more than 2 percentage points every single year. Allocation is gravity.
Speaking of gravity, let's talk about the mean versus median wealth gap. It's such a clear indicator.
It's the best one, really. Look at the U.S. High average wealth, about $620,000.
But the median, so what the typical person actually has, is only $124,000. A massive gap.
A huge gap. Now look at Luxembourg. They have the highest median wealth in the world, $395,000. The smaller that gap, the more prosperous your typical citizen is.
Which brings us to the future of all this wealth, the great wealth transfer.
The $83 trillion transfer over the next couple of decades.
And everyone always focuses on the vertical transfer, parents to kids.
But about $9 trillion of that is going to move horizontally between spouses.
Ah, the feminization of wealth.
Exactly. Because women generally outlive men, we're seeing this massive shift of capital into the control of female investors.
So when we wrap this all up, what does it all mean? The pyramid is still standing.
It absolutely is. The system rewards capital over labor. It's the old R is greater than G story.
The return on assets outpaces economic growth.
So the wealthy get wealthier faster.
Yeah. So let's leave everyone with one final thought to consider.
Well, here it is. The engine of future wealth is the digital economy. That's not really up for debate. But you have 2.6 billion people who are completely offline. So the question becomes, will that lack of access permanently decouple the entire bottom tier from global growth? Will it just cement the pyramid for the next generation?
That is the structural challenge right there, something to really think about.